When the sun goes down, sound palm trees, me and you with poetry. I love your chocolate. I got confession. I think I got an addiction. It is my greatest blessing and my greatest weakness. I just can't get enough. Something about the skin you in. If love's a drug, fill my cup. Took 2 shots.
Plenty of chocolate here. Tell me what's your flavor. Today I will be speaking about the importance of taking your power back. I'm speaking about this topic for myself because it's therapeutic and to help anyone who's the same type of person as I am. I am an empath. Empaths are people who feel deeply and can be in tune with the emotions of the people they surround themselves with. Empaths are people who don't like to particularly be in a crowd. They're uncomfortable with being around large crowds of people, or they're uncomfortable around being with people you just don't vibe with. And an empath is somewhat can relate with an introvert. You know, if you're around a group of people that you just don't vibe with, you tend to shut down and to stay to yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. When I was a kid, I've had spiritual gifts as a kid. Even as a young child, I knew how to manifest. And that was something that was just innate. No one ever taught me that. You know, I grew up in church. My mother grew up in church. So that was something that was just given to me. I remember times where I would just write down things I would want happen in my life and put it underneath my pillow. Sleep on it, dream about it, think about it, and then it would end up happening and it would come into reality. So I don't know if you can relate to having spiritual gifts as a kid, but I realized once I started entering teenage years and started hanging around certain peers, I started losing myself in a sense, and I started losing my power. I realized that I wasn't able to manifest things as easily I was able to manifest when I was a kid. So it is very important of who you have in your circle and who you have around you, because that can affect your spiritual gifts as well too. Your energy is basically your power. Doing things such as being around toxic people, you can lose your energy. Even arguing. I don't know if sometimes you ever feel like you're mentally drained when you're after arguing with someone. And now I know the importance of the saying, choose your battles wisely. A good friend will always tell me that, choose your battle wisely. And now that I'm getting older, I understand the importance of that. Have you ever felt a sense of sadness or maybe a little depression just from social media, comparing your life to other people on social media, seeing that they're doing things or appear to be doing things, and then you internalize that and say, you know, maybe things are not going the way I want them to in my life. But sometimes you shouldn't compare yourself to other people, because what it may appears on social media, their lives may not be that way. I was never a phone person. I don't like talking on the phone for long periods of time, but for friends that do like to talk on the phone, I compromise. I was more of a texter, but you know, so sometimes I would give myself a break by not talking on the phone for a few days or 1 or 2 days, or I would speak to my friend every other day. But that's just me as a person. And if someone doesn't respect you or understand you, then that's not your problem. You know, you have to learn to accept who you are as a person. So that's why it is important to give yourself a break from social media, give yourself a break from talking on the phone with people, or just doing self-care. A form of self-care is, of course, meditating, praying, whatever type of religion you are. Praying helps, meditating helps, just silencing yourself. You need time to recuperate, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Never apologize or feel guilty for taking care of yourself.